Oh my god, they've added rotisserie chicken to Minecraft. Oh, thank god we have butter as well. Recently, Minecraft updated the textures for all the dyes in the game. Well, I say recently, but Bedrock Edition received this change like 2 weeks ago, but you guys know me, I like to pretend Bedrock Edition doesn't exist. But now, the changes are on Java, my territory, and I want to talk about them. You see, Mojang actually directly outlines in their article why they've made these texture changes, and it's to make the game way more accessible for users with colorblindness. Which, to be completely fair, I 100% support. And to its credit, I genuinely think Minecraft is one of the better games out there when it comes to accessibility. That's why I think it's great that Mojang is trying to make an effort to make certain changes to make the game better for colorblind players, such as myself. Now, previously, they had made changes to the various ore textures in the game to all have unique patterns within the rock face to make them a lot more identifiable when previously they all shared the same pattern, which I do think some people didn't like at the time, but now that it's been a couple years and we've gotten used to the new ore textures, I'm just gonna say it, I think the new ones for like iron, gold and reds, I just think they're better. They're way more identifiable. They're better. Good change. But I don't think I can say the same about these new dye textures. Okay, so hear me out. If we were to take a look at the, I guess, old textures for the various dyes in the game, you can quickly see that some of them are just completely identical in all ways apart from colour. This isn't good. Okay, so to help illustrate this point, let's play a game. I'm going to remove the colour and shuffle them about. Now I want you, viewer, please point to the dye you think is purple. Yeah? It's this one. See? Even if you somehow manage to pick the correct one, you might see how this might be an issue for colorblind players. However, let's play this game again, but this time I'm going to show you the red dye, the yellow dye, and the green dye. Alright? Please choose the dye which is green. Now that was a lot easier, wasn't it? Why? Because each one of these colors instead has a distinct texture and shape. Realistically, what Mojang should have done is only updated these circle dyes to have unique textures and shapes, just to help those guys be more identifiable, because the rest of them, honestly, were fine. But that's not what they've done. Instead, what Mojang has done is updated all of the dyes to now be these undescriptive blobs with paper underneath. I mean, sure, they've given all the dyes a unique shape, but each one of them is so undefined and blob-like in its shape, I genuinely find it hard to tell one from another, especially if you make it grayscale. And all of this has been done in favor of helping users who are colorblind, such as myself. And I'm telling you, as a colorblind user of your game, this change is objectively harder for me. Colorblind test. Let's do it. That's just a grey blob. Is there a number in there? That's a 1. That's a 5. I'm good at that. 9? 6? Oh, God. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I got 1/3 of those wrong. Now, I've done a whole video about how I feel that Minecraft's art style has changed over the years, but one point I made in particular is how Jappa has this tendency to smooth off all the textures. He really doesn't like roughness for whatever reason. If we look at the progression of the yellow dye, you can see how in this new blob form it's tried to retain the shape of the original, but it's lost all of its roughness and contrast. The same goes for the green dye. The type of color blindness I have in particular is deuteranopia, red-green, where in particular I'm not that good at picking up green wavelengths within my eyes. It's the most common type of color blindness in the world and actually affects around 1 in 20 men. It's not insignificant, it's actually quite common, right? And I'm not kidding you when I say this, but the yellow dye and the new green dye look so goddamn similar to me. Like, they really do. I just have to now remember that the yellow one is the one that points to the right, and the green one is the one that points to the left, when previously I had no issues. I'd look at the green dye and I'd say, hey, that's the one which looks like a bunch of bananas. That's not the yellow one. Yes, really. Now, look, this is just a short video I wanted to make to highlight an issue that Mojang clearly cares about, but I just don't think they've done a very good job. And I do hope they change it, because they clearly care. So that's about all I have to say. Now, I promise next video I'll stop simping for accessibility and go back to being mean and ruthless to the disabled, as always.